Hello. Oh man. Let's see here. How's it going? Hello. I think oh yeah, okay. Hey, right. Hmm. Hmm. So, uh, there's a picture here. Uh, this is the picture that my son sent to me in the last night while I was building, and of course it was tall ways, and I was supposed to turn it sideways. He still hasn't told me what it is. I'm gonna have to call him later. But yeah, after looking at it for a little while, I'm pretty sure it's a spaceship. I, I, I think. I mean, you got the. It looks like there and there in the bottom corner over there is like a jet, like a big old engine blasting out maybe, and then maybe these are windows. Maybe it's just got a cool pattern, and then a thing, and you got stars in the background. So when I first looked at it, I was like, is it a alien with a bunch of eyes? But yeah, I think it's a ship. What do you think it is? Pretty sure it's a ship, but I guess we'll find out at some point, and when he tells us what it is. But yeah, I think it's a cool spaceship. Yep, it's a real cool spaceship. I guess we'll see, huh? Oh boy, oh boy. Just setting this up here. Well, okay, let's go over here and choose the Hytale. Right. Let's say, aha! There we go. You know, why don't we do something a little different today? Just have fun. Let's make a new avatar. I don't know. Just for funsy, right? I don't know. This would be the bear avatar. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. What? Let's go and take everything off for now, right? All right. Like that. Okay. Yeah. Like that. Let's see here. All right. Now let's start with what do you say? Let's go down here to your hats. Let's just look at some hats. Got this. The bunny. But it could be a bear, don't you think? It could be a bear. Yeah, there's no brown. What's this one? It's like a foxy frog. Those are funny. And then got a pirate hat. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that like suits me. Let's put this on. And just check out. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's all gonna again yeah. Nice and around here. That could be a thing. But let's see here. What kind of eye do we want? Bear. This. Yeah, like that. Pogo bushy beard. Ah. Any of that. Eyebrows. We need big bushy eyebrows. Yeah. That'll work. Okay, so let's see. Take the hat off. Oh, we got buns. Let's find something similar but without buns. Alright, so we need that's a bit too much. That's probably fine. Okay. We'll go with that for now. We might put the thing back on later, but let's go over here now. Yeah, brown. All right, now let's see here. Be a grizzly bear. Like the weird off color here. Yeah. All right. Which, if you are this color, I'm sorry if I called you weird. I don't think that this is a natural skin tone. All right. Now, eye shape, huh? That's probably fine. Okay. Let's go with jackets first. Have a look, see if there's anything interesting. Where's all the Hawaiian t-shirts, huh? Maybe there is one and I just didn't see it. Or maybe, I bet you, it wouldn't be in here. It'd be in here, wouldn't it? There was one. Let's see. Oof. That's crazy. I mean, kind of looks like one. Those, I mean, I think they're flowers. I wish we could change it from white, though. Why don't we make them... different color flowers? Got a weird filter on it. Okay. We'll do like that, I guess. Then maybe we'll find something to go over the top of it. Pretty. Fun. I'm really digging it. Sure. Huh, that's a neat little jacket. Best. You got a lot of really good options. Make some things. What is that? Okay, let's go here. And where was that at? I kind of liked this, right? Make that red. Get an undershirt. Want something with long sleeves. Like maybe like this. Oh, brown. Right. Arms. Oh, neat. Okay. Right. There's some ripped jeans. Different color ones. Huh? Huh? Very good too. Huh. Huh, those are pretty good. me see real quick. So could use not that one, that one. All right. Yeah. We gotta get some booch. Like this. Some brown booch. Not too keen on those ones. Yeah, probably that. Yeah. It went so dark. We need some more colors. That's what we need. We need more more color mapping. This is a bit ridiculous. Might be able to do that. Just looks odd with two different browns there. What about you? It's not bad, but it's not great. I think we'll just do that. Yeah. Let's see. Ah. Look at that. Interesting. Like a nice little cap. That could be good. Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Got a witchy hat. I kind of like this little hat. Huh? Checkery like the shirt. I do like it being brown. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's play around and just look. That's a fun color. Well, that's one of my favorite colors right there. Let's see. You like really? That could be fun. Can we match the hair? I don't think we can match the hair. It's pretty close to the hair. that. That's pretty close to the hair. These are all too dark, right? Technically, you could do like that one or that one. I think the warmer one's probably better. I'm trying to match the color of the hair. There we go. Something like that. Mr. Bear. Okay. Save. Oh. My avatar. I don't know why they don't just give you a unlimited amount of presets. Why does it have to be limited? Mr. Burr. Huh? Oh, I guess I can't do this. Mr. Bear. Yeah. Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear is ready to go do some hightailing. Do the hightailing. All right. Oh man. All right, so you know what time it is. What do you call a shoe made out of a banana? Come on. You gotta guess. Yeah. A slipper. It's a slipper. Banana slipper. Ah, man. Reminds me of the old days. And Mario Kart first came out, and playing with my my sister and getting super competitive. Yeah. Now when we were kids, we didn't have a whole lot, but my dad, he saw the Nintendo when it came out, and was like, he really wanted to get that, so we could play it together and have fun together, and he got it, and it was crazy. I think let's see, the first, what games? It would have been Mario, and also Duck Hunt and golf. I think those, I don't know what the golf game was called, but Duck Hunt also had the clay one as well, but those were the games we got. My god brother had Zelda, which we weren't allowed to have because it was evil magic. As a result, I never really got into Zelda. You know, I thought it was super cool when I got to go play it, but no. Wasn't until Super Nintendo came about that and Blockbuster became a thing, right? Blockbuster going and renting games from Blockbuster for Super Nintendo, and that's when I was able to start getting games that was just like, because I'd get a game like, oh yeah, this is this, that, and then be like, oh, like Final Fantasy Tactics Ogre. I specifically remember that one. My mom being like, what is that? What is like, oh, it's a game of strategy, and you know, we didn't mention the deep political lore of Final Fantasy Tactics Ogre, which I actually have a remake of that on my Steam account that I've been playing through. It's great. Let's see. We're just gonna sit here and think about what we're doing. Alright. Can't tell I'm a bit zonked today. Had to get up and take care of some things, and then I had to get up again and panic to go help get a car unloaded so we could go trade it in for a truck. Well, I know we are going to get the pipe work going for this centerpiece, right? Big guns. Big guns! Now we need to know where these are going to run. These go into this thing, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and grab our tools. Alright. Grab one of these. Grab a little bit of that. And grab some of that. Up here. Okay. Now. Oh man, why do I gotta yawn so much? Jeez. All right. Might change the music at some point. This is actually a little tune that I put together myself. Just a little loop. It's kind of fun to make. All right, hold on. We're practically here. Really, it does. It's got to go there because we're gonna get too close if we go over that way. Seems like a few people watched the stream yesterday. Still watching it, actually. If you're watching it, I hope you enjoyed. Just over here having fun. Okay. We'll do one of these, and then this. Okay. So, and 1 and 2. Turn, which is annoying. Yeah. Tried to search for like some build mods, like helper mods. I really didn't find anything I really liked. One thing I'd really like is like a state one, so I could like rotate a block that's already placed. And maybe there is something in here that already does that. I see brushes. Got an entity tool. There's a sculpt brush. A multi-purpose tool for lifting, melting, and smoothing blocks. I'm guessing that is terrain manipulation. Right. Using the new trigger volumes. Okay, what about a noise brush? That's the brush. Revolve. Rotate, stack a selection or clipboard around a point. That's interesting. Now we got the extrude. Scatter. And that's pretty cool. Box allows you to edit the hitbox data of any block in the world. Let's see. Is this what I'm looking for? No, because a hitbox is not. Oh my. Okay, that is not what I need. Ooh, laser pointer. Over there. Layer brush. Different materials. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yes, a tool to change the absolute state and rotation of a block to any state and rotation would be just nice, instead of having to select and go through. Just doing it individually would be great. Alright, we have 4 of these, but we're only coming out of 1 tank. So this could go back here. Way here and here. I know that this would be not ideal. Yeah. Okay, so we're going out. Instead of having to select like this, go through these steps, there's just a little wand to smack it. Rotate it. A rotate wand. State wand. It could both be the same thing. You could have like rotate be one click and the one. All right. Then 1 and 2. But we're getting pretty close to being finished, and we're getting pretty close to Kiddo being back. Won't be much longer now. So once again, I'm back in a time crunch to get this sucker done. Now we can go out this way. These ones. And I'm hoping we can get all the pipe work done today and maybe get the scoop down here done and then paste everything over. And then anything from there is just extra fun detail work to make it look nice. All right, now I gotta think about this. This one, yeah. Can I? Oof. Hmm. Yeah. I think we can go past here. All right. Go like that. Over here like this. All right. Yeah. Notice someone on the Hytale server with the pictures that I had posted was like, it looks like it's really empty. I think I've spent more time on the inside than I have the outside. But it is technically empty. There's no like furniture, doodads and gizmos. It's just all the base stuff. Right? But honestly, I'll probably employ Kiddo to help me detail everything. Okay, so we need a different type of block here because this is a junction. Iron. And I like some of the ideals he comes up for doing details and stuff. We can go on here. And we'll put one there too. And you know what? We're gonna put one there. Put one there. And let's put one there. Here. One here. And let's put one here. Okay. That. That. Okay. These are fine, right? Just do this. Okay. Let's see, here's one here. This. Yeah, I think I do. Okay. That's those. That. And we'll do that. Yep. Okay. I think we got all the piping. No, we didn't get all of it. Almost all of it. There we go. I think actually prefer this to one of these. All right. Okay. And then we also have to come over and come out of this. You can come here, right? Just do this. Okay. And for no particular reason. Take one. Can I get one? Can I snake one through here? It looks like I can't. Yeah, I cannot get it in through there. These are broken. Wait, are Are those even supposed to be like that? Those are not supposed to be like that. Let's see. Can I sneak one in here? I mean, I technically can. Right, hopefully that's not too much in the way. We still have to get one of these things in here somehow. Actually, let's just go back one. Copy that. I'll hit the paste. I went too far up, didn't I? Honestly, it's probably fine. Let's see. This one might need a triple thingy. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get away with this, but we'll try it. You up here. Get rid of this. Hmm. Sometimes it's okay to just let it be random and go do its own thing. I don't know if this is one of those times. What's going on? This needs to rotate that way. Yeah. But the way I wanted this to be like super dense in here, I just let all the randomness happen instead of planning it all out. And sometimes you run into some stuff that really is just makes it weird. But and that kind of happens in real life too. Not everything's perfect. So sometimes you just gotta fit something where it fits, regardless of whether the architect drew the blueprints that way. All right. Copy, paste, flip, and I'll just stick it in here. Wait, this one is different, isn't it? On shift right click so I can get this in here. Alright, hold on. Alright, it's attached in the right spot. Is it in the way of anything? Oh yeah, this one is going to be blocked right there. And do we need that post? Oh right, that is for... We don't need that post. That's just a random thing that's in the way. It must have got pasted from the copy paste. Very odd. Okay. Well, let's see. How we're looking. Yep. Put that there. Now, thinking about running that out here. It comes straight back into the light. It'd be kind of neat. We'll see what it looks like. And if you've been watching me, you know that whenever I say we'll see what it looks like, it's probably going to just stay that way. Okay, don't judge it until it's all here. Alright. If I were to do that, I would want to cover it in some weird way. Then that would defeat the purpose of... Oh, right. I have to rotate. Let's see what it looks like. How do you feel about that? It's not the worst. Not instead of this. Yeah, I can dig it. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Actually, let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then dang, now yeah. Maybe we want this to be a different color. We make it gray. Or lighter gray. Let's see. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. I think that's and that. Like this. Here. And down to here. Yep. Then just that. Now we can do replace. All right. This, 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 this with this. Is this going to do this right? I have a feeling it's going to be. I don't think this is going to do the right thing. We'll see. Worth a test. Oh, whoops. Why can you scroll when you're in here? Why does it not scroll this? Let's just let's do just two of them for now. Oh, right. Messed up. Alright. I don't think this is going to work the way I want it to, but let's see. Yeah, it's just a random palette. Okay. So Shift Z. Alright. So we have to do it one at a time. Replace this with this. Execute. Replace this with this. Execute. Then replace this one with that one. Execute. And then finally this one and this one, and execute. There we go. Free. Honestly, I mean, I don't hate it. It is a bit odd seeing next to that, but maybe it should just be white. Let's Let's give that a shot. Oh, well, oops. There we go. It's executes. It's and last one. Execute. Honestly, I think I prefer the white. Maybe that goes up like this weirdly over here. Okay. Alright. Let's throw this stuff up here because we're not done. I think we're done with this color, right? Oh, we're not done with this. Because we're gonna have to go up here. So. And that. That one. There we go. All right. Now we have our ignitery things. That's where we're gonna pretend those are. All right, and then so we have this one's running all the way into our device, right? Okay, and now we need to run where I got to figure out where these are running to, right? All right, so copper is going around, right? And it's going up, going into the back of this thing. Right, these were able to just go into here. Okay. All right. And then we also, I'm realizing I also have to figure out how to run all this back into here. Right? So we'll come out like over here somewhere. I mean, technically, we could like come out of the wall here, or maybe over here. So this stuff is in the way. Yeah, we gotta run pipes into them too, not just out of them. All right, well, let's start by sorting this out. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, well, we need copper. I'm just gonna start adding all of these. Then we can do one of these. And over here like this. All right. Think maybe we should do this. We'll see. So this can go like this, right? These got to go one further out. And this goes up like that. Okay. Alright. Good to me. Running pipes is oddly satisfying, you know. Imagine whenever these pipes actually get to do things. I'm sure I'll probably end up having to like rethink all this stuff. If we had a crate mod style thing. Okay. Now I have to think about this a little bit different. And you know what? I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to set it up, because I have not read the latest what do you call it, the like a announcement for Hytale. I saw it on there when I loaded the game. Also saw it appear in my feed on Discord. So definitely want to check that out. Probably do it while I'm streaming if I can figure out how to that. Onto OSB. great. I believe so. Okay. That. You know what? I guess I could go over here in my. Oh, never seen it do that before. That was weird. All right. Starters. Let me pull this up. All right. As per usual, y'all are too shy to talk to me. It's all right though. Nothing wrong with that. I'm busy building. Okay. I think that looks awesome. Okay. All right, so we have nation, we have that. Are there any other ones that are going in? There's one that comes out, right? Yeah, it's the brass. It's got to go into the injectors. Right? So we got to figure this out. And I know this is off the ground. We'll figure that out later. Now, though, let's figure this out. We also are going to want it to come out. So yeah, if here it came, okay, so it's attached to the bottom, so it doesn't matter. We could come out this side, and that would be fine. We could probably even come out like here. Yeah, it's a little muddy there. Here is definitely better. Let's change this up. All right. We got 1, 2, and then we need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We do like this, I think. Yeah. And we'll come out. Actually, why don't we 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 4, and then we'll do like that. Not perfect. Buddy, it's fine. Alright. And there is a chain in the way, but we'll work with that. But we got all this room right here. We can come out here and go straight down with it. Oh. These in. And I might want to do them like this, actually. So that I can go down. I gotta think about it. How do I want to do this? Okay, why don't we start from the bottom and go up? 1, 2, 3. Sure, we can go out here and around. Yep. right. Now, from here, we can figure out how we want to handle this. Right, okay. Just get rid of all of this. Try not to break anything we're not trying to break. Go away, fly. Blah, blah, blah. Phooey. Alright, so... that should be like this. This one would be here. Then this and be here. All right, boom. There. Like so. Yeah. All right. And do this. So you might go up even one more. Like so. That way we can go across. This one. Yeah. Straight back here. Yep. Okay. Values. Now, come this way. We can follow the same thing. You don't want this. Copy, paste. Yeah. That. Here. Right. This. Just go like that. That. Just go like this. Thought about putting one on each side, but I'm just gonna do this. All right. Okay. Now then, do we do anything special with that, or just so? Yeah, it was just one in. Okay, that's fine. All right. Now, let's build up a little platform for these. I'm thinking we'll just use a bit of this. And I want to grab these. Huh? That's weird. Do I have, yes, I have some, here somewhere. Let's see what we got. I could just search for it quicker, but that's all right. Okay, now we're gonna do this. Whoops. And then copy and paste. Rotate that. Rotate that. And that. Okay. Now, let's come over here. And around this. Okay. Now we copy it. Actually, let's just do it like this. Okay. And then we're going to do this and do a rotate. Do it like this, and then over here, and like that. Ah, yes. We messed these up. That's okay. All right. Copper. Grab one of these. And then let's just do this in here. We're gonna hit this and do that. I don't know, I kind of like the other way better. Let's see. What about this? That's not bad. And this? I like that better. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Well, I think we'll just leave the bottom down here white. That's fine. we could line the whole thing with slabs. I don't know that I want to. I guess once we build all this in here, we'll find out what we actually want on that. Okay, now we have to run pipes out from these back into here somehow. And I'm thinking about terminating them here, right? So these two would come back into here and terminate. And how would we do that? What if scram, copy, paste. I think we're going to turn on replace. There we go. Okay. Can we go up? We go down. I think we go down. Yeah, it looks like down would be better. So 3. Four. So I have airplace on. I have to actually use my keys to. Yeah, this will work. And then we'll come right here. Guess I could move this up. Oops. And just one, rotate, rotate. Yeah. That'll work for those. And so let's grab this. We're gonna turn air placing back off. This is probably gonna, yeah, it'll mess up the rotations, won't it? It's alright, we'll fix it later. We can use that. We know it's 2 from the top. Alright. Copy, paste, flip. Then we're going to go over here. And we'll shift right click so I can move and look. And like that. And then we need it 2 from the top. So this should be the right orientation. Let's go over here and have a look. Yeah, that looks right. That looks right. And it look like we broke anything. Alright. Alright, now we got those. These are already done. I do need to fix this. Did we already do? Oh yeah, this is running down like that. Just need to fix this. All right, so those are done. These come out here, and they can run down here and go over there. So they need to come out. We can probably come across. Yeah, we can come across and go down here. Right? Yeah, we can come down here. Go like this. And let's go like this. That is entirely wrong. We're gonna have to oh wait, we forgot to look at this. Ah, no, those are fine. For sure that would be broken. Copy and paste. We'll just deal with it for now. Touch down and rotate. Is that looks right. All right. And we'll do this. We got 3 spaces in between. So we'll come down here. Go like here. Home so I can see it. And rotate. There we go. Now those are technically connected, even though they're not actually, but you know, whatever. Okay. We will grab all of this. Should be fine just to copy all this, right? There's not any asymmetrical stuff over here. This should be fine. Okay, so let's copy. And paste, flip, shift. Way down. We go down some more. All right, that's gonna go there, and I believe that is everything in its proper place. Oh no! Wait, 1, 2, 3, right? I think I just forgot to grab. So 1, 2, 3, and that's 1. Yeah, okay, so it's right. There we are. Okay, so now these tanks have places where they're going. Into there. Those ones are done. This is done. Okay. I think that's all of our pipes finally run. Okay. Before we start working over there, I want to do some catwalks, like up here. All right. I'm thinking. Let's see. Can I do this? Yeah. All right. And I'll just should be able to do this and change it to replace and replace air with this. There we go. Now we have that whole section as catwalks. Can we? Okay. First off, we should be able to still, okay, yeah, go under here. And then you can grab that. That's fine. We'll figure out a stair for this somewhere. And then we're gonna clear the catwalk away a little bit. Like so. Then I think I want on some here. Hello? Oh, right. And then I want this. Like so. Oh, I have broken that. Grab that. Alright. We got a little one here. And this needs to go up a little bit more, huh? That. And then I think I want something. I can't go across here not without breaking, but I might do it anyways. And then grab here. And then we're gonna hit replace. And scan. Alright. Nice big catwalk up here. And then might honestly get something here. Just add a little bit. This. This point would probably be quicker just to copy and paste that. Let's see. This can go here. And we can go here as well. And then we'll go ahead and I did 3, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now let's come over here and grab some of this. We'll go across. We're also gonna come across here. Oh, like so. And then we'll go in between here. This. And like this. This. Whoopsie. And go here. Let's grab one of these and these. Yeah. Oops. All right. Might see if we can go up from here. That certainly seems like a idea. Let's see what we get. Looks like it's gonna be just fine. Like that. Right. Come on, there we go. Honestly, I have no idea why I'm doing the stairs like this. I just am. Okay. You know what? Just because I think it looked pretty interesting. I could do. Ooh. This gives me ideas. What if? Just gonna test it. This. This. Okay. Even use a different color. Yeah. Realistically, what color would I use? I think it's something kind of blue. This is blue. Oh, let's see. those. That is going to look good. For sure. I want that. Yeah, I want that to be blue. Technically, the roof bits. So I'm just gonna go and adjust all this, like so. Oops. Yep, that will go up. Okay. Yeah. Just do that. Go ahead and do that. And we'll do that. Because why not? We'll do that. Now, do I want this weird little thing, or do I want to actually, well, actually go through and this. Do kind of like the weird style of it, but I think it's working against me here. All right, so we got that. Got that in the way. All right. All right, anywhere else I want to do that? Could technically do it here. I think we just like this. And this will just be so. That's fine. Oh, it's a little bit of a headbanger. Should really be taller, huh? That's okay though. I think we're okay with it. A little bit of a headbanger for that one. It'll be all right. Now, how about this? This could look cool with it. I think we want this. Oh, well, we do have a little bit of an issue, but I think it'll be all right. Up, 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 up. Oh, where did I just place that? Yes. Okay, and then we need to come out here. And I honestly think we need to go up one more, possibly. Okay. Thank goodness. Did not want to do that. Ah! Yeah, I just placed one down there, didn't I? Yep. Alright. Do that. We'll do that. And that. Yeah, we got some nice little blue bits in there. Accents nicely with the other bits. Alright. Ah. Another lag spike, I think correct. Boom, 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 boom. Ah. Okay. Uh-huh. No. Why? Okay. Like this. I'll do this. Now. Now we're good. Ah. I'll do this for funsy. There we go. All right. Anywhere else we want the fun blue roof? I don't think so. How are we feeling about this? Good. Okay. Do one of these. So. Okay. It's chunky, but I like it. Should be able to. I think we can just copy and paste this as long as it doesn't get into that one machine over there. We're fine. As long as it stays away from this, which it does not currently. But I think yeah, that gets enough of it. We can recreate that bit there. All right, and then copied here. Got that thing. We got that thing in there. We got that thing in there. Okay, copy. Paste. Solid box. Flip. Let's lock it in. We can look at what we're doing. What? Where? So confused right now. Maybe it's, yeah, that's the problem. Okay. Yeah, there's our doohickey. We need... Alright. There may be some issues because some of these poles are not this... They're asymmetric over here. Okay, we're gonna retake. We're gonna do a retake. Okay. Yeah, because this right here is all different. Yeah, we have to do this in bits. We can't just grab it however we want. All right, now what about this? This is different here, and that is fine. That one can actually be the same. I'm frustrated that I gotta do this in parts. All right. Copy, paste, flip. Where is it? Hello? Copy, paste. Where's the thing we're trying to paste? We definitely copied blocks. Where's thing? Way over there. Why are you way... Why are you so far away? Vacuum. Can't see it anywhere. Okay. We're gonna... Position is locked. What? What? Why is this broken? Okay. Okay. All right. We can see it. It's rotated the right way. Now I'm gonna have to take 10 years to move the dang thing up and into position. Now right here. There's it out up here. Okay. Now that. Oh, that interferes with that now. I mean, it's okay. That could do that. That's not the end of the world. We got all these rotation thing errors. Okay. Alright. I don't know why we're doing that. Okay. Ah, right, because that was one lower here. Alright. Oh, man. Now, let's go grab this jibbly bit. This should be far enough over that we're good to... grab all the way to here. Copy. Now, are you going to show up for me now? F. You're behind me, aren't you? Yep. All right. That should be that. And we need this. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Copy. Paste. Look that way and flip it. Alright. Put in alright. This might take a little bit more than I thought. Something about this is wrong. Okay. Like this. That's right. Yeah, that's the correct orientation. All right. Okay. All right. So now we have some fun stairways going up. We have a stairway up to here. Going across here. We do not have one for these. And I'm thinking one that goes up and turns here. Like that. Oh. What? I heard it. I heard it place one that right there. Okay. All right. I think after we finish this stairwell, I'm gonna call it quits for now. However, I'm thinking I will do some more streaming later on, because I do want to get more done. But I also have lots of other things to do today, so can't spend all my time playing games. Just wanted to get a little bit done. particularly the pipes and such. Let's see, is that walkable? Yeah, that looks fine. And we'll go up like this. Come off one more. Like so. We'll do that. Do that. Go this. Okay. There we go. Looks good. Now let's copy this over to the other side. Sure we got everything we want. And then let's just grab that for good measure so we have something to reference over here. Okay, and then we copied it. I'm going to delete that because it's going to get in my way to looking, and we're going to flip it and shift like that. Okay, now I think that is the right spot. Plug it to me. All right. Check. Yep. All right. We got something going on here. Let's do that. Looks like that. Huh? What? Why did I get the notification for that? That's weird. I don't know. Yeah, we've been going for about 2.5 hours. So, ooh, man, does that go across? Will that go across here? We'll go across here. Let's just do a quick pass to look for any cleanup mistakes that may or may have happened while we were on a bit ham. Okay, that's fine. Imagine we'll find even more later because it's so much. Which is what I wanted, but it also makes it difficult and to make sure you're getting everything. That does not go that way. It goes here. That. All right. Anything here? Got one thing here. Missed a thing, huh? Man, it's gonna have a lot of places to hide in here. Tons and tons of places to hide in here. Okay. I think we're good. Ugh. Oh yeah, we want to come across here. Do that. Yeah. Okay. What? Well, we had the same problem as before. Finding a place to take a screenshot from. Mr. Bear. Mr. Bear been doing some work today. Whee! I mean, this is somewhat interesting. Yeah, oh, very dark. So dark. We're gonna have a lot of work to do with lighting up this area. Not really the biggest fan of this. Do it like this. If instead of this, right? I like it better that way, but I really like to come out here, but I need to go that way. And this is for sure in the way, right? It is not. Wait, what? There we go. Better. Maybe here. And I will, once again, I have discovered another thing I have missed. All right. That's not too bad. That's good to me. Oh, ouchie. Ugh. 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 Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Oh man. Well, let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Let's go here. Right, and over here. Alright, so I'll put this on for now. There we go. You can see the kiddo's art. Still don't know what it is. Has he replied? I don't think he has. That stinker, I'm gonna have to call him. He's not talking to me. He just messages me and then never replies and then messages me. He still hadn't figured out how to use his phone right, I guess. Or phone etiquette. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the Hytale thing and announcements, possibly. I got you right. We could probably, let me see. Hold on. Let me look. I don't see it in Hytale where we could just watch it in Hytale. It looks like. All right, let's go back over to here. Still randomly timed out. I don't know why I got timed out on the Hytale Discord server. I have no idea what I possibly could have said that got me timed out. I'm thinking maybe it was an accident. Maybe they were going after somebody and they got me too. I don't know. I'm not trying to cause any problems. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Hit refresh. Right, copy. Let's copy that. And then let's see. How do I want to do it? Maybe like this. This could work. All right. Let's go over to OBS and bear with me. Okay. Let's see. Do a window capture. Web. And then where? There we go. There it is. Okay. I'll drag that down here. There we are. Okay. All right. Let's look at this together. So Chapter 1, First Look. Hello everyone, this is Simon, game director of Hytale and founder of Hypixel. Great dude. Today we're going to take a first look at Chapter 1 and everything around it. Since the early access launch, we've been shipping weekly, but we've deliberately held new content back to focus on the game's foundations. When we acquired the game, we had to go back to a version of Hytale that was well over 4 years old, and most of the work since then has gone into catching up, rebuilding tools, and growing the team. Now that we can finally focus on new content, we are going to give you a first look at what that means. I think it's excellent. The amount of work they put in. I know a lot of people have talked about, oh, Hytale's dead. I mean, like, y'all got to give them a lot of credit for the amount of work that they put in these short months. People are naturally just they get hyped about a thing and then they move on to the next thing the next day. So I am super excited. The original plan was to keep each chapter hidden until a proper reveal, but given the project's history, asking everyone to wait in the dark again doesn't feel right. So for Chapter 1, we're going to show you some of the new content that we've been working hard to deliver. To me, it just sounds like they're trying to appease the people that are complaining about not getting content. They want to let them know, hey, we're actually working on this, you know. But at the same time, they probably also do feel like a little bit of guilt, though they should not feel any, about having to make everybody wait, you know. So let's continue. To be transparent, there aren't many reasons to come back and play Hytale right now. Yeah, say they are addressing those people that are complaining. We have a lot of work to do to realize the game's potential, and this is just the start of that journey. Some of what follows will deserve its own blog post, but for now, let's just dig into it, because there's a lot to talk about. All right. Warning, we are going to spoil a lot of what we've been working on in this post. Almost everything below is a work in progress and may change before it is released. Yeah. Now, someone told me that all the prior lore has all been retconned and everything, but they have so much years worth of really cool art and like drops and stuff. I think a lot of it they may even say is like, oh yeah, we're not doing that anymore, but like it's at least influenced what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, look at this thing. Wow, look at that. Okay, so we got like a little goblin here with goggles. It almost looks like there's a goblin here, and then maybe there's one in there. It looks like a death dread, like a stompa, you know. It's really cool. It's got this like wrecking ball on it. Little cannon. Man, this is gonna be sick. It's such a cool thing. You got a little goblin exploding back here. I like the little paint pattern. The style of Hytale, like the aesthetic, is just so good. It is so good. I don't think there's any other like Minecraft like or voxel like, you know, game that has this. They've really notched out their own aesthetic for this game, and I love it. Like they've got a peg leg on this one and that, yeah. It's great. Okay, so dungeons and boss fights. At its core, Hytale strives to be an RPG sandbox game. As we begin the journey, we are introducing our first handcrafted dungeon. featuring the first multi-phase boss fight showcased in the screenshot above. So I guess this is the boss for the boss fight. Whoa, look at that. Statues like leaning. So are they going to start like really using the entity editor assets to like make the builds in the world have more depth than just placed blocks? Because it really looks like they've used a little bit of entity stuff to rotate things, which makes me wonder how that'll work out in survival if they do that. If you'd be able to break this, because this is an entity now, right? Of course, that could be a whole new block, and who knows? Yeah, like the goblins over here cooking. All right. Wow, look at this. Oh, that's great. Got all these little ropes and stuff going across. What is this? Is this a goblin holding a war club and a torch? Something interesting there. Right? Can I zoom? I can't zoom any further than that without clicking on it, and I don't want to click on it. Huh. Alright. Alright, we got a video we could watch, but I think we'll save that. Alright, the tech behind the boss fight is called the Encounter Manager. Are we getting a new tool? Which is already available to the public in the current pre-release. It coordinates the phases, wave spawns, and area changes that make up encounters and boss fights. Encounters are authored as content instead of engine code, so our designers can keep making them, and so can you. So that's going to be like the old RPG Maker where you set up spawn zones for stuff and it pops in, right? So like making encounters. RPG Maker has like encounter things, and you can do tons of tweaks to it. I'm sure that's what this video shows. Yeah, showcase. Yeah, we got more videos. We can try clicking on it and see. Okay, it's gonna play in here. All right, let's have a quick look. Can't get rid of that. Wow, look at that. Wow, okay. Wow, there's that thing, yeah. Just going through. Look at that. That's so good. All right. All right, so let's look. Okay, so this is the Goblin boss preview. Okay, I was expecting that to come from up here, not down there. Oh, it's got a like a nice. It's got a preview of where it's gonna do its mega attack, like in a lot of oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's like a lot of games have that kind of fact. So with each dungeon encounter we create, we expand the toolbox available to for the next one, allowing our team to iterate much faster, and the modders to cry about trying to keep up. All right, so faction update goblins. For our first chapter, we decided to focus on a handful of NPCs and the goblin faction. The features we were building lined up well with what we had in mind for them. Their tech is janky on purpose, and they're just a fun faction to start early access with. Yeah, I mean, it's like orcs from 40k. I mean, you can totally get that aesthetic from them, but their own thing as well. And we have some like hidden characters back here. Like he's got some sort of gun, like weird crossbowy thing, but it's like a junk shooter maybe. And this sword is interesting. I can't tell if that's runes, or if it's actually got holes in the sword. Looks like he's wearing some sort of like animal head on him. There's another one hidden back here. Okay, so this is that thing we saw back there. I don't know if I've seen this in the game or not. I've seen that hammer, like the book hammer. I don't know if I've seen that or if it's one. Got this cool little character here. Many different shapes, sizes with different roles and responsibilities. They hang out together, and even when they look disorganized, there's something going on under the chaos. Part of the fun is getting to know their personalities as you play. All right, let's see. Okay. Whoa, okay. Like a charge up and then or like a build up and then a charge attack. That's cool. Some goblins are classified as elites with fights that will give you a little bit of a challenge. For example, the Feast Master calls in reinforcements mid-fight, can charge you, and can cause a lot of damage to its surroundings. Ooh, who knew? Does that mean we're gonna have mobs that destroy blocks? Fortunately, things like this don't typically spawn in your builds. They spawn in pre-made stuff like this, so it's probably fine. And look at these rusty blocks. Look at it. Oh, look at rust. Oh, and look at that back there. These are new blocks. Oh man. Oh, we got to build another spaceship. Something like a rust bucket, a goblin ship. Oh man. That's awesome. Okay. So we do have new blocks coming, which is wonderful. Okay, the Goblin Breach. Oh, hordes. Okay. All right, let's watch it real quick. What on earth? Oh, this is junk pile. What? It's coming from another dimension, right? Because I think it used to be there was different planets and now there's different dimensions. All right, so once you answer the chapter's opening call and set things in motion at the Forgotten Temple, the new Goblin Breach world event can trigger from time to time. Hopefully not inside of your build. Creating a temporary portal somewhere in the world. Look around or open the world map to locate it. Then step through. You'll appear in an unstable fragment of Orbis. Okay. A set of biomes taken over by the goblins, along with a growing void presence. Huh. Okay, that's pretty. Something crazy going on up here. It's like a little goblin tower. You can see him. I like there was a red X. Yeah. You see the little red X and you got little symbols. Oh, look at. Hold on. Now, is that going to be just a block, right? That has a random arrow on it? Or are we getting things to texture on top of blocks? I feel like it's just going to be a block, but how cool would it be if they give us tools to add our own custom, like in-game, drawn textures on things? That would be sick. Like being able to paint onto things. I don't know. I doubt that'll happen, but you never know with them. They go all out sometimes. All right, this world gets regenerated every time you enter. Okay, yeah, that's what we've seen. Sometimes with content you haven't seen yet or your previous visits. While you're inside, the void presence in presses in and will eventually eject you back out to your world. Your goal will be to explore, find valuable loot. Okay, we're getting loot. And fight back against the pressure to stay as long as possible. Yeah. I wonder if the void presses in, will be like, it'll just start spawning more and more guys until you're overwhelmed. And look at this thing. Okay. What? Is this treasure? Is this loot? Is this a loot box? Oh, traps, yeah. Chapter 1 also adds world events and activities to the Goblin world. Okay, we're saying world, Goblin world, so maybe there are planets. We're starting with a small set. Predators you can track and trap. Okay, trapping. Void assassins that hunt you down. Oh god. Treasure chests that spawn enemy waves when you go for the loot. Cool. Puzzles that lock off places you can't just dig into. Nice. I like that. I like the idea of like going into like a prefab and not just being able to rip it apart. If there's something good there, you know. And more. We'll grow that list over time, keep iterating each chapter, and start tying these systems together. Okay. Ooh. Ooh, we got something going on over here. Alright, your journey starts inside the Forgotten Temple. Going forward, the temple will serve as a hub for your progression through the early access chapters, evolving as they release. Make sure you check it out. Yeah, and that's what that's always been, is like a hub. And it'd be really cool if we get, if we're coming here to work on magic and other like progression based things. I have a feeling that they're going to block some of the systems and items that you can get behind a progression tree, like a leveling system. I just feel like that's where they're kind of going with some of the things he's talked about before, and I'm okay with that. Like locking things behind a progression tree of knowledge, because we're getting memories, right? For maybe we're remembering how to build things. Maybe we have a progression tree and build out our memories to learn how all the different new weapons and things. And that could be how what they're talking about of wanting to do crafting different, right? I'm gonna see, we already read that. Look, here's some more arrows coming in on a different block. Look at that. And this looks so good. I cannot wait to get these blocks. Okay, we got a rusty pipe there. We got thatch. Wow, okay. I don't know, can y'all see? I don't even know if y'all can see my cruiser moving around. I don't know if I actually put that to show that or not. Yeah, there's tons of stuff in here. Hold on, let me see. If I tab over, I don't think y'all can see my cruiser. Yeah, y'all can't see my cruiser. Let me see. Can I? It says capture cruiser. Oh well. You don't have to see my cruiser. You can look at the picture. But there's also this weird little plant mushroom here in the very corner. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Goblin gadgets. I feel like I'm spending an hour reading this. Goblin gadgets. It wouldn't be a goblin update without goblin gadgets. Goblins are tinkerers, and their inventions end up in your hands. We've been working on rocket boots. Rocket boots. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's okay. A mechanical hook shot. That I like. A glider. That I like. A mining drill. Don't know how I feel about that. And a spyglass. Like that. As long as they feel different and they're not OP, I'm on board for it. I don't like being overpowered. Okay, so Okay, so it's just a boost. That's good. It's not like flying. It's just a boost. Oh, that's cool. It's a double jump. All right. Oh, here's the grapple. Oh wait, there's no video for the grapple. Yeah, we get a good look at all these blocks, and that vent block has a different look, like it's like been ripped open. Okay. Goblin items, glider, spyglass, drill. Okay. Alright, goblin gear is scrappy, but that's part of the fun. I bet it's going to break easier, right? What we want most out of early access is fun, so when we think of something fun, we build it, and the goblins are perfect for this. If it's not balanced yet, that's fine. We're having fun first and tuning it later. That's perfectly fine. That's great. They got to have fun and not focus on the negativity. Just to, you know, go for the positive. All right. Boats. Our boat's working. Okay, we're in the boat. Boat is working. Oh, it's got a little bit of a side wiggle. Now there's no oars, but hey, it's working. Look at that. Really nice. It looks like it works fine. I like the wobbliness of it. It would be nice if we had some oar rowing action, but I'm sure they'll do that eventually. Or maybe put like, they could put a little motor on the back for it to go. That would be, I think that would look even better if it had like a little motor. While we're at it, boats. This has nothing to do with the goblins, but recent updates to our movement systems have made a basic boat easier to add. Okay, that's great. So we're going for it. Note that it's currently missing VFX animations. Okay. More proper boat mechanics will come later. All right, so we don't have like splashes and stuff, but they've got it working. That's what matters. Carryable object. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have carryable objects, which will mean that somebody will be able to do a mod where you can, like in Hytale, or like in Hytale, in Minecraft, where you can pick people up and all that. All right, so we're picking this up. Oh, he threw it. He threw it. Oh, you can pick it up and you can throw it. And that little spin action was cool. All right, we're introducing the ability to carry certain blocks and objects as game mechanic. You'll be able to pick up and haul things like chests, explosive barrels, and eventually much more. The chest, you can carry chest around. This will let us add carry-only items and resources that are too big or too heavy to fit in your regular inventory. I like the idea of stuff that can't go in your inventory. That's interesting. Transporting them or getting them home may become its own little adventure. Absolutely. Later on, we also want the carry mechanic to be compatible with downed combat state. Interesting. You can carry your friends out. If a friend's down, you'll be able to pick them up with the same interaction and get them out of trouble. That'll be later down the line, not chapter 1, okay? But we hope to establish carrying as a game mechanic early to set the precedent. Abilities and runes. Oh my. One of the more exciting things we're developing for Chapter 1 is a new ability system involving runes. In short, we will be able to equip runes that give your avatar new active combat abilities. An ability rune decides which ability you get, and modifier runes change what it does or how it behaves. So you're going to be mixing things. You can choose which runes to equip and see how your abilities react to them. You can choose to abilities. Okay, which influences how you engage the encounters and how combat feels in general. Treat the art and examples here as concepts only. Huh. We got like a smoky smash and heavy smash, water, we're using a water rune to do an electric smash, winds, and then your friend could do fire and twist it. We got rain. Oh wait, so like causing it to rain. So these are like magic runes that cause magic to happen, possibly. Well, this is different. What's really important to us is creating a system that promotes creativity and allows for fun interactions. There are 4 layers that we care deeply about right now. Modifier runes that change an ability's effect or behavior. A ground slam could be enhanced with lightning, for example. Elements that react to each other. Soak a target with water effect, then shock it, triggering a special water lightning reaction. Create combos with friends. Shoot a fireball at a friend's tornado ability and it becomes a flaming tornado. Interactions with the environment. Rain could soak enemies. All right, so it's just raining, and then they have the soaked effect, a modifier or whatever, wet modifier. Ice-based abilities could freeze water blocks, and fireball in contact with poison barrel can make it explode into a toxic cloud. That would be great. One of the main things I would love, somebody had a glitch where inside the cave, they were in a cave, and there was a glitch where their oxygen meter came up because it thought they were underwater, but there was no water. And it was like, that's actually a cool thing that could happen, is like filling parts of caves with gas or no air, so that like you have to think about, oh well, there's no air in this cave and I have to, you know, that could be a lot of fun, but it could also be hard to figure out how to code that in. But if they're having like toxic clouds, they might be working with some atmospheric stuff, or at least zones like air stuff, and they could do something like that. Lots of possibilities there. There are sketches of the direction, not the list of abilities, we've decided to ship for the first chapter. The rune systems excuse me, will start out extremely simple and we'll be iterating on it quite a bit. But this is what we intend to build towards over time. Fireball. So regular fireball. Okay, so these are ability, right? Like fireball would be ability, and these are the runes that you attach to them. I need a drink. So we have fireball, and then we're adding shock and split, and now we have a shocking fireball with a split modifier. That's just epic. Ground slam ability, we can smack it on the ground. We're adding chill and a large radius. That's so cool. I love that. That's going to make combat so fun, and it's already, the combat is already one of the things I give Hytale such a big boon to, because it's already a fun dynamic thing, but adding abilities and these modifiers, that is going to open up so much more. That's going to be crazy. All right, so let me crack this open. For example, a fireball ability rune grants fireball. Add modifier runes and fireball charges. One modifier might split into several projectiles. Another might cause it to apply the shock debuff, and so on and so on. Swapping runes around and experimenting allows the discovery of exciting combinations. The specific runes shown here are just there to illustrate the idea. We want RPG-style depth without giving up the freedom of a sandbox, and runes open up options with multiple valid play styles rather than funnel you towards one optimal build on or a rigid predefined class or archetype. I like that. The ability to customize and try to make your own build. There'll always be a meta build, right? There's always going to be the most powerful thing, and most people are going to use it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but there should a good developer is going to try to find counters to meta stuff, right? Without breaking everything and making things the new overpowered thing. Like, you have hard counters to certain builds, right? And with it being open-ended, I'm sure they're going to be doing a lot of work to try to make fun things and stuff. And the thing is people get so butthurt about about like things being debuffed and buffed and like, oh no, I lost my favorite thing that everybody uses. I mean, that's just a part of development, right? We also want runes to be well integrated with the adventure loop rather than off to the side. Okay. Reforging is a big part of where we're heading. Finding, crafting, and expanding your collection of runes should play an important part in where you choose to explore, as well as how you choose to invest your resources in order to progress. This chapter is just an introduction to runes, and the reforging system will come later. Interesting. So we're getting a sneak peek, and that's what they said, is each chapter will be like a sneak peek into the next system. Right now we're putting this on 2 new dedicated ability inputs, E and R. Okay. Sitting alongside the weapon signature ability on the screen. This is an early look at a system we're already building and playing with in-game, and it will keep changing as we iterate. Through all of it, the goal is room to be creative in how you play, room for very different play styles, and a lot more depth for players who want it in both PvE and PvP combat. Oh. Sorry, another lag spike. I don't know what's wrong with my computer. All right. A lot more deaths for play in both PvE and PvP combat. We can't wait to see what kind of clever builds and combos emerge once the system is in your hands. For Chapter 1, we're going to start with roughly 6 ability runes and a similar number of modifier runes, and grow from there as the system develops. Transparency. Ah, yeah, let's go. I really hope this means what I think it means. Stained glass. Woohoo. Okay. The Hytale engine is gaining support for real transparency. This means that stained glass and window blocks will now be possible. Oh my god. Oh, look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. Oh. Please tell me we get just regular glass blocks too, though, please. Not just window frames. I want to make my own windows. It's wonderful. I'm happy, but I want just glass blocks, please. Entities and NPCs that can have treasure. Oh, jellyfish. Let's see it. Oh, look at it. Oh, oh, that's so cool. Is that a Man of War? Is that what that's called? Which, it's interesting that they showed a ocean thing. I wonder if down the line we're going to be talking about the ocean, if they're doing anything in Chapter 1, because the ocean looks beautiful, but it's bland. Okay, new UI. Here we have chapter name. Only the bold should drop into the unstable void gateway. And then placeholder text, we got rewards. Okay, memories and chapters are here. What the reward's gonna be? It's gonna be cosmetics? Huh. Alright. Goblin breach has opened. That's cool. Okay, guy name. Item name. We got enchanted modifiers. We're gonna get enchantment. Okay. Wow. Wow. And it shows you the range of damage instead of the direct damage, which is interesting on weapons. So 37% signature damage, placeholder bonus, crit rate, okay, and then damage. Huh. We're working a lot of Hytale's UI, but not all at once. We plan to roll out UI changes and reworks over the next few chapters. With updates between them. Okay, above is some of the chapter 1 UI we're working on. Our goal is to make the chapter scene feel like a roadmap for your progress through early access. You'll finish objectives as you play the game, working towards the completion of chapters, and you'll unlock cosmetics. Yep, there it is. Unlock cosmetics as rewards. You'll also spot new item tooltip designs with better readability and styling. Don't read too much into the stats, they're just placeholders. We're not planning enchantments for chapter 1, for example. Okay, alright, fine. We'll wait for the enchantments. And I want to see this golem, void golem in the game. That'd be awesome. Okay, so we have a monster compendium in the memory section. So we're gonna get some cool lore about the monster. That's gonna be fun. And I see where it shows how many you've seen and how many you've killed. And I'm guessing the blocks underneath it is gonna show you what it can drop. Alright, and then the profile. We're gonna have a profile picture, and we have multiple tabs here. So, whoa, hold on. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so you have a profile picture maker with your character and stuff. There's like a doggo in here, and you got borders. Okay. The new Memories UI and player profile cards above will be further out than Chapter 1, so consider these design previews. Alright, so that isn't coming yet. Yeah. Cosmetics and extras. Got a bunch of cosmetics. See some mesh gloves. Got mesh stockings, and there's a lot more stuff for girls than guys. That's okay. It's a cardboard box dress. That's, oh, and a onesie, a goblin onesie. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright, we're releasing a lot of new cosmetics that we have been in the works for the past few months, including the goblin cosmetics you'll unlock by completing the chapter. Okay, so that's the cosmetics you unlock. New cosmetic particles. Ooh, look at those earrings. They're crazy. Oh, and that jewel. Oh, there's like music coming off of that one. I don't know. I'd like to be able to toggle particles on and off for the cosmetics. But we're also improving the player model by adding more detailed hand and eyelash options in the avatar creator. We'll keep listening to your feedback and add more customization options and cosmetics as we go through the chapters. It would be great. Okay. What we got here? Oh, she's looking around and blinking. All right. Mini games. Not really my jam, but we're also creating our first experience outside of exploration creative, a collection of minigames to play with your friends. This work is being shown alongside Chapter 1, but it has its own timeline. The first one is a collection of fast party micro games. At the time of writing, there are 14 of them. Each one lasts 60 to 120 seconds, and the variety is the point. As the team is using these to push Hytale system into creating directions to evolve the tech. So you get to have Mario Party in Hytale. That may be fun. A dedicated mini games tab is planned to keep it simple and possible for players open Hytale, hit minigames, and be in a lobby with your friends seconds later. With both peer-to-peer and dedicated hosting. Long term, we want persistent games, PvP games, and much more. But the first one is about exploring and building strong foundations. Modders and servers operators will be invited to create minigames with us in the future. More details to come. And I love that they are working with the modding community to actually work on the game. They changed their source to, what was it? It's not open source, I forget what it's called, but essentially allows the modding community to actually develop for the game, and the things they make for the game can be put in the game, which is just awesome. One important detail is that we are not keeping the recipe to ourselves. There it is. I just talked about it. It drives me nuts when people, like, I'm watching a video and somebody talks about a thing and then they read seconds later the thing that they just talked about, and here I am doing it. That's okay. Well, we'll be sharing the code and assets behind all minigames, including libraries that provide developers with a simpler API for Hytale's server and toolkit of hold on. Oh, no, it's just a different message. I was hoping that it was my kiddo, but it's not. That's all right. Server toolkit and patterns shaped by our unique experience of making games for Hypixel server over the last 13 years with over 45 million unique players. That's a lot. Actually have a little bit of a... I've known some of the people at Hypixel in the past. They wouldn't know me, but I have a weird connection through a different server that knew these guys. These guys helped the Hypixel team helped them with their server for a little bit, and then decided that they didn't like those people and left, which is for the best. We could talk about that another time, though. All right, here we go. Minigame. Let's go. A sheep. Wait, hold on. Is this a minigame, or is this just showing off? I mean, it is a minigame, but the sheep are changing colors. I feel like that's just a particle thing. Yeah, because look, the face has changed colors. I was gonna say, are we getting dyed wool sheep? But oh, nice. Oh, these look fun. I mean, I it's not my thing to like go and play with random people, but I'd play this with some friends or with my son, you know? The crabs. What is this? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure my son's gonna play that with me. Especially the shooting thing, yeah. But yeah, playing that with some friends, that'd be fine. But you're not gonna catch me hopping to randoms. That's not gonna happen. Before and after chapter 1, player physics. Okay, moving objects. Oh, okay. Hey, and it's smooth. Okay. Okay. See, I see why. What was it? Was it Riot Games wanted to turn this into the next Roblox because of what they're trying to do here is like an easier version of like Roblox, like making games in Roblox without having to like do all the coding and everything. It's just all tools in the game. So it's like a mix of Roblox and Minecraft. On that side of it, you know, and the fact that they're building the tools to make the game and then giving everyone the tools that they're using to make the game. It's just cool. It's such a neat concept. All right, this feature ships to pre-release today. Oh, okay, so that's out. We could check that out. The same day as the post. Avatars can now stand entities. That move. Can stand on, I guess. That move and rotate. Stay anchored to them when they move and carry momentum when dropping. And there was no lag on it. Like there was no like jitteriness. It's very good. In the future, this should enable new and exciting types of parkour that use moving platforms, swinging hammers, and other dynamic features. It will take us more time to get in game tools for building and animating these types of features, but the player physics now exists, so modders can already have fun with different mechanics. And I have a feeling this is going to lead into making like the create kind of stuff, right? Because you got to have motion. All right. Mod browser, so they're going to have mods in the actual browser, so you don't have to go and do things separately. That's great. The mod browser, it's quite simple. You can browse, install, and update mods directly from Mods tab in Hytale. All of this work without ever leaving the game. And they make modding so easy, and this is going to make it even easier, which is amazing. Please note that there will be no paid mods in the mod browser. In future versions of mod browser, players will be able to directly support mods and receive unique cosmetics created by the official Hytale team in return. Support mod. This should foster a positive environment while ensuring all mods remain free to access. We plan to grow this into a proper reward ecosystem over time so that our creators can earn income. So what does that mean? Note that the modders will be able to create teams, handle earnings splits, and much more in future. More details to come. So does that mean... Okay, so somebody makes a mod, it's on there, you can donate to them, and then it says directly supporting mods and receive unique cosmetics created by the official Hytale team in return. What does that mean? Does that mean you got a person that uploads a mod and you donate to them, and Hytale, whenever you donate so much to mod creators, they're just gonna unlock some cosmetics for you, like as a donator cosmetic, but it wouldn't be tied to a specific mod. It would just be like, hey, you donated some money to a mod person, here's a cosmetic. That's what it sounds like. But yeah, okay. New world tech. Here we go. So we got warning, flashing lights. Okay, y'all, watch out. No epilepsy will cease. All right. Whoa. Okay. Wait. He's still falling. I think that's the point of the video. So are we just unlimited height now? Is that it? Is that it, Hytale team? Just unlimited height? It doesn't matter. It just... Okay, it's a bit nutty. I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy. What is going on? Did they actually generate something this big, or is this like generating as he falls? What? I mean, the optimization in this game is crazy, but have they gone even further with it? Okay. Up to this point, Hytale's worlds have been generated and loaded in columns that reach from the bottom to the top of the world. Recently, we've been working on renovating the engine to support a fully 3D format that instead loads the world in qubit chunks around the players. I'm thinking about Minecraft chunks, and they go from bottom to top, but we're talking about, instead of a chunk being like a vertical chunk, it's like cubes. Which would mean they would be able to scale infinitely. I get what they're doing. Okay. This work is incremental and will take time before it's fully ready, but it will unlock the capability for infinite world height and depth. We've already begun rolling out the early stages of the tech in pre-release, and we're working towards supporting World Gen and many other core features in Cubic Worlds. For design reasons, we probably won't use the infinite height for exploration mode, but many games and servers will make good use of it. Having Cubic Worlds as a tool will enable servers to explore many concepts, such as 3D space exploration and worlds with endless caves. Using the new tech, we're excited for the impact that Cubic Worlds will have in the long run, and we can't wait to see what the community will cook up with them as well. So, does that mean that there wouldn't be like Badlands like in Minecraft where you go out to the quote-unquote world border? Huh. Okay, we've got volumetric clouds. Oh, one of the most beautiful things you can have. Oh. Look at it. This is like that scene in the original trailer where he's looking up at the wasps. But, oh, look at that. Oh, the texture and... This game is already beautiful enough. What is this? This is mad. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, and look up. The sky is getting real volumetric clouds. We're currently experimenting with them. They're not close to where we want them yet, but we wanted to share our progress. Please, please tell me this is going to be in chapter 1. Volumetric clouds. Oh, they're so beautiful. I know they're not going to be, though. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. All right, world generation. Underneath that, we're continuing to develop World Gen V2. Amazing. Can't wait for it to be a thing. Like just in the game. We now have the groundwork for graph-based generation. The plan for graph-based generation. The plan for this system is to first unlock far more advanced immersive procedural caves, and then we'll expand it with dedicated features to support procedural dungeons, coherent villages and cities, rivers and roads, and much more. This is much bigger than the Goblin chapter. The initial version of the graph system is still being finalized, but we're already using it internally, and creators can experiment with the features early in pre-release. We've doubled the size of the level design team working on the World Gen, and we plan to continue expanding it. As a team, we are currently fully redesigning the world with the World Gen V2. We look forward to sharing more of that process in the future, but for now, here are some sneak previews of what we've been working on. Okay, so first off, I need to address this graph thing. What does that mean? Like, okay, so it has to do with making coherent villages and stuff, like everything. So is it like trying... I don't know, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. I'll think about it some more. Oh, lag. Laggy lag. Lag, yep, yeah, you definitely, I know you're lagging, I can hear it. Yep, there it is. Hello, hello, oh. Okay, let's... Okay, hopefully we're still good. For whatever reason, I can't watch Rumble on my phone, so I have no idea. But these pictures are great. I mean, World Gen V2 just so cool. I really ought to play with it. Oh, look at that. Every picture you see of World Gen V2 is just bonkers beautiful. Is that a new mob right there? I see a lava toad that's green. And like a swampy thing. Is that in the game? I don't know if I've seen that in the mob list. But having variations of mobs will be cool, if that's the case. Alright, living creatures. We're updating animal models, textures, and animations. The goal is to bring them closer to more iconic Hytale art style that highlights emotion, balance, and readable silhouettes and visual impact. Below you can see some new cute animation of pigs and boars. Okay. I see them. But which one's the one that's in the game? I feel like these two are the ones that are currently in the game, and these are the new ones. Or maybe this is a baby and these are adults. The animations are great. They're absolutely adorable. Especially love these. These remind me of Maple Story. Like the hogs in Maple Story. Played a lot of Maple Story back in the day. The animals that inhabit the world, both large and small, are also being studied. Birds are the first group. We're pushing further. Away fly. They sleep in nest, cool, fly, and land as a flock. A flock, you say? Okay, I'm about to see that. Take off when you get close, and grab dropped seeds. Owls and other birds of prey can even swoop down and hunt smaller creatures. Oh no. Okay. Aw. Oh, look at them. Look at them flying together. Oh man. Foxes are also getting some love. My son will absolutely love that. He loves foxes. While we're still maturing the design for livestock. Yeah. Yeah, look at it. Are we good? Can't tell if I'm still streaming or not. Well, okay. I don't know if I'm still streaming, but yeah, so let's click this. Oh, look at him. So cute. Sleeping by the campfire. Alright. Beyond wildlife, we've started updating the Quebecs with new behaviors as well. The playful seedlings might follow you around, while saplings act as dutiful guardians of their community, that nature, the fauna and flora of the Emerald Wilds. All factions, including Quebecs, will be reworked in future chapters, but we're already laying the groundwork to make every living creature unique in their own way. Oh, oh, oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh, oh, it's so adorable. I gotta watch that again. It's so adorable. She like gives a little cheer. She's happy. Oh my gosh! And then them following him around. Oh, it's so adorable. Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. Alright. So we're looking to revisit and add more depth to NPC behaviors across the board, with the short-term goal of expanding on taming and homesteading. taming is big. Our team is constantly growing, and we're focused on making our world feel more immersive, interactive, and alive. Goat. Say hello to our little goat, one of the first animals to get a model update. She's quite happy to be here, and it is great. That is adorable. I love the direction they're going. While everything else has been happening, we've also been reworking Hytale's core crafting mechanics and how that ties into player progression. Are they going to talk about the thing I was saying? We really tore into the problems with the current crafting system that led to some significant changes, such as reducing the number of benches used for crafting and shifting more of that work into in-world activities like wood chopping and metalworking. Okay, I'm okay with it if we're like actually physically manipulating objects. Like we have a anvil and hammer here. If you're crafting your sword and you have to do a mini game where you hammer out the sword and put the pieces together to make it, that's okay. But as long as it, and I'm sure it won't be like just throwing things on the ground and like, oh, we have ground crafting. I've always hated that with some of the Minecraft mods. And I do like all the different benches, but I do understand that they're trying to change it up, and that's okay. We also want the crafting areas themselves to evolve and expand over time, reflecting the kinds of adventures players go on and the choices they make, so each place feels like their own. We're having a lot of fun with the prototypes and involving community playtesters to help ensure the new direction appeals to all kinds of players. So we have a guy here that's physically chopping wood on a block. We've got a Quebec that has a hammer. And they're looking at blueprints on a blueprint table. Got a knife hanging up. Got this. We've got a cauldron. And a brewing station. Like, are we... Like, if we're going in a direction where you're physically manipulating these items instead of going into a UI in some way, like, for instance, let's say we have this brewing thing here, right? Like, you put you take your bottle and you click on the spot where to put the bottle to collect the potion, and then you click on it to add the item you want to it, and then you turn it on and it condenses down and does a thing. That would be an interesting way of doing it rather than opening a UI. We're also working on introducing companions. Let's go back to that a second. Okay, so it is an interesting way to have a physical manipulation where you put things there, but having played a lot of games that have a crafting station versus like where you put things onto a device to do it, in the long term, actually playing and enjoying the game, I'd rather have the UI than to have to sit there and constantly manipulate a machine to get the thing I want. It gets very tedious very quick. So let's hope that they really knock that out. All right. We're also working on introducing companions that will you can invite to move into your big home to help with the busy work. Okay, so we got a fox guy here. I forget what they're called, helping, and the Quebec. That I love the idea of companions. That's great. You'll need to invest a few resources into making them feel comfortable first, but after the word, they'll be able to help out with a whole range of tasks, so you can focus on the important things. Okay, so we're getting some of them old work slaves, you know, like in Power World. you go stand at this area forever. I know. We want you to feel like you can build a village with your companions, a place that feels alive and lived in. And Each companion will have their own traits and quirks, and some will be better suited to certain tasks than others. They'll carry out work on their own schedules and routines, helping your home grow over time. Okay, so you don't have any real control. You just like, hey, here's the thing. Will you do that? The cozy homestead side of Hytale is very important to us, and we'll be getting a lot of updates in the future. So we're going to have like colony kind of stuff. And ring home and be like, hey, it's comfy here. You like it? And now he's going to do the work for you. Great. Okay. It just does not look right. But yeah, whatever. However, we're not quite ready to show it all off just yet. It deserves its own big post at some point. Because, well, the prototype is working. Okay, the prototype's working. The final product needs a lot of work to bring it together and make it presentable. It needs VFX, animations, models, and a lot of tech and work. But all of this is planned for Chapter 2, if all goes well, which is wonderful. Hytale machinima tools. I still have not figured this out, but let's look at what we got here. Okay, I don't understand them at all. Okay, so he's making... Oh, wow. Okay, so he's getting an NPC to walk with keyframes. Huh? But is this an NPC that he's having fly around and place blocks? Or is this a person? What? I'm so confused. Whoa. Okay. Or is it key logging all of his positions? Like automatically? From building. Machinima is our tool that enables players to create in-game animations. We've been hard at work rewriting and expanding it for new capabilities. In the clip above, you can see work in progress, new tool in action. Among the new features is the ability to record gameplay to create replays that can be edited just like any other machinima scene. You can scrub through hours of recorded content to find the right moments you want to share. Scenes can also be composed together and played back at any time to specific players. All this is built with a multiplayer in mind, so multiple avatars can be able to collaboratively edit the same scene together. Wait a second. If it's saving it all as a data file, then that means it's not recording. It's just saving it as like a big giant text file or whatever, which means it can literally just call the data and then send it back, and then so you can have a massive file and actually record everything as just data and play back those waypoints. Is that what's going on? Because that's pretty cool if so. Alright, creators will be able to use the features to create time lapses of their gameplay, cinematic let's plays, or animations that drive anything from boss fight cutscenes to moving platforms. Re-record our showcase videos and plan on creating in-game cutscene using the same machinima tools that we'll hand to you. So every one of these improvements will help both us and the community creators. Asset editor? Are you going to be able to edit assets in game, or is this an outside tool? All right, hold on. Okay, so he's got it unwrapped. What? Is this? Okay, so this is not in game because it says you can see up at the top where it's its own application. Can you make assets using this, or just edit them? Because yeah. That's fascinating. All right, let's read. As promised, we're reworking almost all of our tools, including the Hytale Asset Editor. Okay, so this is an app that I haven't seen. We'll have to look at that. We're in the process of moving the whole editor UI onto the same Neosys GUI framework as the new game interface, with a dockable asset browser and a new properties panel with better inheritance support. Spectator and hardcore mode. We're also adding a spectator mode in preparation for co-op boss fights and minigames. If you die while your friends are still going, you can keep watching instead of being pulled out of it. Swap between players to find the action, or set the camera free and fly around the scene yourself. Spectator mode is built the way the rest of the game is, as a standard moddable game mode instead of every server rolling its own version. Servers and modes can reshape it however they want. Behind the camera controls change what a spectator is allowed to do, even make one that can still affect the world. Minigame server could drop eliminated players straight into spectating without writing a single line of camera code. To show spectating off properly, we're introducing hardcore. If you're looking for more of a challenge, you'll be able to create worlds with hardcore enabled. Whether you're playing solo, hosting co-op, or running a dedicated server, death is permanent. You drop everything you were carrying, and you spend the rest of that world as a spectator, still in the run with your friends. That kind of sounds fun. I like the idea of having a hardcore mode where it's not like deleting the world. You can still see everything as a spectator, but you're locked out. It's kind of neat, to be honest. The first version is pure deathmatch with no categories or difficult lettering. Okay. Hardcore modes, it grows like that. All right, we're getting close to the bottom. Spatial music. Blocks in the world are not able to emit music. This works with our existing audio occlusion features, which works randomly and sporadically at the moment, at least from what I've seen, or I guess heard, meaning the music will fade as you walk away and sound muffled behind walls. We don't have any content using the technology yet, but it opens the door to many future features and details, so like line of sight sound. I mean, that's... Okay, first off, that sounds amazing. Really good. Second off, confirmed we're going to get like jukeboxes and music tracks. Love it. All right. New tracks are also coming in. Hytale OST, one of them, the Whisper Frost Frontiers. Okay. Okay. I think I'll listen to that later. That sounds great though. And that's the tour. What's next? That's the tour. 20 plus videos, 40 images, and over 4,000 words that I've read. This is the biggest blog post in Hytale history, and it still isn't everything we've got in the works. The rest will be yours to discover in game. Cannot wait. The first chapter is the hardest to deliver, as we're reworking the foundations and creating new tools along the way, but it's all paying off for the chapters to come. Here's our rough estimate for the release dates. We will provide a precise date for Chapter 1 as we get closer to the release. Chapter 1 within the next 2 to 3 months. Spectator and Hardcore within the next 2 to 3 weeks. Cool. Mod Browser 2 to 3 weeks. Alright. Moving platforms 2 to 3 weeks. I wasn't expecting that. Real transparency scheduled for Chapter 1, but might land the tech and content before. I really hope so. I want transparency. Minigames within the next 2 to 3 months. New server-side custom UI based on the NeoGs within the next 1 to 2 months. Okay. Carryable objects within the next 2 to 3 months, but tech might get shipped before. Okay. Qubit chunks. The tech is getting implemented on a weekly basis, already in pre-release schedule for update 6, but actual content using it from us will take a bit more. Machinima within the next 2 to 3 months, maybe sooner. Okay. Crafting rework, chapter 2, so that's out there. Volumetric crowds to be determined. Hope it comes sooner than not. Rune forging to be determined. Hytale asset editor rework to be determined. Thank you for support, the feedback, and the patience. It carried us here. The team is heading back to work on the plan you just read, and I hope you enjoy the tour. From the entire Hytale team, thank you. Hytale lives. Heck yeah. Well, we did it. We read all the things. Okay. And with that, I'm sure that added like an extra hour to stream. But yeah, I'm excited for the future of Hytale. And I hope you are too. I hope you get to play, and if you haven't played, and it'll be fun. Well, I might stream later. We'll see. If not, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. And kiddo, when you watch, I love you and take care.